Hello everyone, Malphite here, and today I want to talk about the new disguised roster. So obviously Disguised, the team of Disguised Toast, finally coming to the LTA North, or the former LCS, and we are going to see the new DSG roster confirmed. So I'm really happy I can make this video. I'm gonna go one by one through the players, starting with top lane, ending with the support. So let's just jump into it, right? So we have Castle in the top lane, and this one was a huge surprise to me, given the depths of the potential top lane pool. Since you have Dokla from the former LCS, you have players like Zamudo, there was SRTTY before he was picked up by Dignitas, right? And so I really did not expect, also a lot of NACL top laners are pretty solid. But I really did not expect that a DSG is going to import a top laner. But then we know that they originally want to get Huhi from the jungle, but he would actually count as an import, and that's why they decided to go against it, so they could import Castle. And many people might look at this and they might feel a bit disappointed because, Castle obviously was on Immortals, which is the team that ended up last. But the team was not good at all. I mean, look at Armeo, probably the worst jungle in the league. I mean, Tactical is not the player he used to be, in the beginning and so on. But Castle actually was doing really well, and I think he was around the third best top laner in the league, and I think that's an impressive feat to achieve, given that you are on such a, well, I don't want to trash anyone, but you are on a really bad roster, and to rival players like Impact, like Whippo, like Sniper from a position of being on such a team is very impressive feat. And so it's really cool that this guy's actually got this guy, and I think the top lane pool in the NA in the LCS, the LTA North, is going to be very stacked this year, and so I'm really looking forward to that. So I think actually a very cool pickup. The only problem is that, you wasted one import slot on your top lane, so what about the next players? And so let's look at what DSG actually managed to do with their other players, and let's look at the jungle. So we have Exyu in the jungle. Their second choice, their first choice was Huhi from the academy. Exyu, obviously a very strong player, so it's not a shame to see him come to this roster. Exyu already was a player on the in the LCS. He was also supposed to be playing in the EG, but then the team got disbanded, and so he had to go and play in the academy, where he also had a pretty impressive run. I think Fear X Starforge ended up second in the NACL Academy, only falling to the team that Huhi was on. But since he counts as an import and Exyu doesn't, Exyu will end up on the DSG team, and I think that's really good. Actually, he's still fairly, although he's not like a very young rookie, he's still fairly young and still can grow and become a better player. And I think it's really cool that he can get a chance, he can get the shot at the big stage, at the LTA North, and he can show what he's made of. I think he is a really good jungler in the sense that he can shine even in a team that's not very good, which is a similarity he can share with Castle in the top lane. So I think there's a kind of a running theme in this team so far, where these players are, well, you really wouldn't say they're stars, they're the best, but given the teams they were previously on, they actually had a very good performance, and they did a very good job enabling their other teammates. And so that's something that I'm really happy to see, especially given the situation that DSG has in this offseason, coming a bit late, getting promoted a bit later, and so they couldn't really get the best players. Also, their budget is not the greatest, and so seeing Exyu and seeing Castle on this team is a very nice surprise. And so keep in mind that DSG does not need to win. All they need to do is not get demoted this season, because that's their only goal, because they're the only team who can actually get relegated. Other than that, we have Castle, we have Exyu. Let's look at the mid laner who has been long known, but maybe for some of you this might be the first time knowing about this. So we have Abbedagge. And Abbedagge actually had a verbal agreement with a team big in the Prime League, the German academy, or ERL league. but he could explore options in the bigger leagues, the major leagues like the LEC and the LCS, or the new LTA, and he actually got the offer from the DSG. And I think this is a really, really good pickup. I think Abbedagge is a very heavily underrated player, and it's really cool to see him come to this team. So I think he can be the change that will. I'm not sure if you hear this, but there's a ambulance going by. Okay. So back to it. Yeah, he can be the change in the LTA North. Many teams are bringing imports in forms of, let's say, Korean Academy players, like Quid, like Quad, like Loki. Who else is there? I mean, Keen is there, but he is coming from the Rainbow Seven, right? There's Saint, obviously. So a lot of these Korean Academy players, they're pretty much going to know each other. They can like have a Korean hangouts by now and so on. But I think Abbedagge, a very underrated player who did a very, very good job, and many people are saying he's washed, but I have to mention it again. Very similar, like many similarities between him, Exyu, and Castle, where people are saying they're pretty bad because they have not been on the best teams, but on the teams they were, they always did a good job, and they always did really well. For example, even here you can see when Abbedagge came to Excel, the team got immediately better, and they were attacking the playoffs positions and the potential worlds places, right? And in KC Blue, I think he also did a really good job. But enough talking about that. We already know that Abbedagge is a mid laner for DSG, and me personally being a fan of him as a player, it's a really cool thing to see. But let me know in the comments, what do you think about this move? Now, maybe the more controversial, it's the AD carry position, and we have ScarryJerry. So finally, one player being promoted from the Dragon Steel, the team that won the NACL, the LCS Academy league. So ScarryJerry is an interesting player because he has been a challenger player for a couple of years already and never got the chance to play in the LCS, but now he finally is going to get that chance with DSG. Personally, it's a bit strange because the AD carry pool in the NA is not very strong. So I know DSG was also interested in players like Lost or Tomo. But you know, these players, maybe, I mean, personally, I would maybe like to see getting someone imported from the Brazilian Academy leagues, maybe from the Pain Academy. They have very, very strong AD carries there. But, you know, ScarryJerry is still a good pickup. He's going to be a rookie in the big league, in the major league. And I'm actually interested what this guy is going to show us. So, I mean, no, not too hyped given the strength of the pool, of the position in the league as a whole, but, you know, definitely excited for the player and to see what he brings to this team. Now, a bit more known name in the support position, and that is Huhi. And so Huhi, I mean, he's 29, he's one of the players who has been playing the league competitively for like almost 10 years, and this is going to be probably his 10th year or something. He has been a mainstay in the NA, starting with CLG, then 100 Thieves, then Golden Guardians, then 100 Thieves again, then Golden Guardians again, and then the NRG run against the G2 when they knocked them out and advanced to the quarterfinals in the Worlds 2023. And now he will be joining... Wait, this is NRG last year, right? Okay, so it wasn't Huhi. I think it was Ignar. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Yeah, it wasn't actually Huhi. I messed it up. But now he will be joining DSG, a very, very seasoned veteran player. And so that's really cool. I mean, what more can you want as a rookie AD carry to have a very, very seasoned and experienced support player along your side? So overall, we are going to see Castle in the top lane, Exyu in the jungle, Abbedagge in the mid lane, ScarryJerry in the AD carry position, and Huhi in the support. And I think this is a really strong team. And I think given the DSG, their budget, and how late they came into the offseason as a team, I think they did a really, really good job. And you know, personally being a fan of this guy's Toast and a fan of this guy's, I'm definitely going to support this team. However, even though it's a team of very well assembled players, and I think they are stronger than the sum of their parts. The top teams in the LTA North are like FlyQuest, like TL, and then maybe Cloud9 and 100 Thieves. I don't think you are going to beat those teams with this roster, but I think you can definitely manage to not get relegated at the end of the year. So I think this roster can achieve a lot. So let me know in the comments, what do you think this roster can actually do in the league? Let me know how you feel about these players, all the roles, maybe other players you would like to see on this team, on everything. Just let me know in the comments. Make sure you smash like for more videos like this and subscribe. Stay rock solid, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.